Do you have to tell the people that we're no, you're going live?
Let's set up and show them here, and then we'll move around.
Okay.
Hey, you're on my snowshoe.
Gotcha.
I'm trapped.
You can't get out. Oh, I got you on the hug monster. Dad, we're matching jackets. Actually, yours is a rain jacket. Mine's
Here, hop
not.
off.
Never, you're trapped.
Hello. Let's see how to. Here we go.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Dad, is it hard to see the comments while it's raining?
Huh?
It's hard to see the comments
No.
while it's raining.
So, me and Kira have to move this firewood.
And snowshoes.
Yeah. Here, watch out. So, I thought, from what I was told, that the tractor implements for the tractor were over here. Well, they're not. As you can see, there, and a green sticking up underneath the wood pile. So, we've got to move all that because there's some,
Is this some stuff for the tractor, Dad? Oh, no. Oh.
yeah, so the implements for the tractor is under the wood pile. And one of them is a auger attachment. So don't want the wood going down on it and everything collapsing and busting hydraulic lines.
I feel like I'm gonna
Always
fall
keeping
in
busy. Some of my favorite childhood memories is helping my dad with firewood. Yep. So Kira, she just made us some hot chocolate. We just finished drinking it. We dug out 2 of the boats. We took one of the boats down to the lake. The other one's still kind of frozen to the ground, so we're gonna wait and let it thaw out. We get it out probably Sunday and move down. But we're gonna move all this firewood.
So the exciting part is I actually made my first hot chocolate.
Yeah, she went in and made us hot chocolate.
Mine is still sitting on the
So,
porch.
Alright, here, watch out. Let's go around here.
Dad, it's
So,
hard for me to turn these.
We have our snowshoes on
Dad, throw them on.
because Kira's got hers.
Mine are smaller than his because I'm smaller.
Because it is very slushy and you will sink. So we're going to go around and move all this over next to a tree so that I know it's out of the way.
Dad, I'm so tired of sitting on these snowshoes.
So here's one of the boats. The other boat was here, and all this snow was from what was on top of that boat. But like I said, it's still kind of frozen into the ground, so I'm going to get it and take it down to the lake.
Which is where the other boat was that we got.
But I'm going to set y'all up right here. And Kira will answer some of the questions
Dad,
and then help us move some firewood.
Dad,
What?
I'm still practicing on these snowshoes, so it's hard for me to walk on them.
Mm-hmm. Hey Kira, or
Hey.
Stacy. Great job on the hot chocolate.
Thank you.
Is it cold there today? So it is 38 degrees. You don't feel that. Get off my snowshoe. You done that on purpose. Move. But it's muggy. I mean, it's cloudy and raining. So that's why we got the jackets on.
My glove is soaking wet. But
So
he's worn out.
you can read the comments and all for a little bit while I start moving some firewood.
Okay. I'm still practicing on these snowshoes. I feel like I'm gonna fall on the ground.
days and ask them what they're doing.
Wait, what?
So what are y'all doing today?
So what are y'all doing today? Hey, Dad, can you answer this one?
What?
Right there.
What does it say?
I can't see really good. Because it's so rainy and the pool's getting wet.
Any more bear sightings? No. We didn't see any bears other than that one back here. The other day I was out riding on a trail and we saw some nice sized grizzly tracks.
No, not that one. That one. My tunes?
TikTok. Watch y'all are on there too. Glad I could catch you on YouTube. Okay. Let's see, how are you doing? We're doing good. Moving some firewood today. Figured we'd come on YouTube and get the watchtowers. What?
My socks are wet.
Okay, don't step on the phone.
Oh, I won't. Just my
Yeah,
socks
so
wet.
trying to get the watchtowers so that we can hopefully start making a little bit off YouTube.
I'm gonna go drink some hot chocolate.
Okay.
Hey, we'll be careful. I just step on the phone.
Yeah. Kira left her hot chocolate over on the porch because it's hard to walk out here. We got our snowshoes on because I was out here a while ago sinking like crazy. She just fell down the hill.
Oh, save me! Oh, man, now my hiney's wet more. My hiney's were wet.
Hello from Nova Scotia. Hello, Edith. How are you this morning? Or today? Don't know what time it is there. Kira's struggling with her snowshoes. She's still trying to get used to them. Let's see, doing great. Oh, it's 4:44 p.m. Okay. Sounds like she's having fun. Oh yeah. Like I said, we've been out here all morning doing some stuff and got the boat out and down to the lake. She really enjoyed that because she rode and I pulled the boat across the property and down onto the lake with the snow machine, and so she was riding on the boat on the way down there, her and Willow the dog. So
I'm back.
I bet it's hard to walk in them. It's not too bad. Once you get used to them. They do take a little bit to get used to because you have to walk with your feet a little wider apart or you step on them and then trip yourself.
Dad, look. Alright, I'm back. Hard walking.
And actually, Stacy, we thought that you was a different Stacy. We thought that you...
So, sorry.
I was thinking that you were Aaron and Cody's mom.
What?
The Stacy Bell. Thought it was Aaron and Cody's mama.
Oh. Well, I didn't.
Okay, I thought you did.
I mean, just a little bit. Just a little bit, but not too much. Oh. Okay, from now on, I'm gonna have to walk like this in my snowshoes.
Yeah, you gotta walk with your feet a little further apart so you don't step on them.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm still practicing on them. Sounds like I'm having fun. Yeah, I am. I still have to practice on these snowshoes. I bet it's hard to walk on them. What do you think, Dad? Is it hard to walk on these snowshoes? What? A little bit.
Not too bad.
Not too bad, just a little bit. Thanks for going live and sharing. Hey, Dad, someone just said thanks for going live and sharing more of your day.
You're welcome. Yeah, figure if we go live and pick up some more hours on YouTube, that'll help with getting it started and picking up. And because the live that we did the other night, we had a ton of views on afterwards. So, and we got several watch hours in. So that helps a lot with trying to get YouTube up and going. So we was gonna be out here doing this. Figured we'd go live and for a little bit and see how it goes.
Oh, hey, Dad. Try to read that one.
What?
This one right here.
Read it.
We are the. Oh my goodness. It's still hard for me to see because it's so wet.
Oh, because we're the Maryland Bells living in Florida now. Oh, okay. Yeah, because my ex-wife is named Stacy Bell. So she thought you were my son's mother. But I would definitely have to remember the TikTok name.
Oh, Dad, I wish I brought my hot chocolate on the boat.
Yeah, it'd be hard to carry it over here. You'd probably get it all wet or spill it.
Yeah, I probably would. Oh, yeah, no, that's not me. So we went down to the lake and we dropped off the boat, and we're trying to figure out how to get this one out. And we're probably gonna, and if we try to get this one out, then we're probably gonna take it down to the lake. Right, Dad?
Yep.
But how are we gonna get it out? Is the problem.
Get what out?
The boat.
Oh, we'll do it next year. We'll wait till it snows and we'll walk down the hill and hook a rope to it and pull it up the hill.
But it's a good thing how it's raining, because the rain can wet the snow and the snow can be easier to get off. And when the sun hits, it can dry the water.
More packed over here, so I'm taking my snowshoes off.
What?
I said it's a little more packed over here, so I'm taking my snowshoes off.
Well, look at you, because I'm over here.
They're aggravating.
Are the boats going to be fun, Kira, when you can go out in the water? On the water. I mean, yeah, because the boat's going to be fun because we can go fishing.
Yeah, can't wait to do some fishing, can you?
No, I can't wait. I want to do it now. Just like throw the boat on the ice and let the ice break and let it float in the water. But the coolest thing is Willow likes the water, so we can take her out on the boat on the lake. And I don't know if she knows how to do the doggy paddle.
Do what?
The doggy paddle.
What about it?
I wonder if Willow knows how to do it.
I'm sure he does.
Okay, so the funniest thing, he keeps messing up her name. He keeps going he to she. It's actually a she. Did you hear that, Dad?
What?
I told him that you keep messing up her name. He to she. She to he for Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fishing will be awesome. Yes, it will. I'm pretty sure she will swim because She likes the water.
Bad thing is, I gotta move it all, and then I gotta split it and move it under the woodshed when I build the woodshed. I already moved it all here.
And it's snowing or raining here. It's raining. It's raining here. She is going to be a lot of fun then too.
Yep. Willow.
Are you talking about Willow or me?
Oh, Willow's gonna love the lake.
Yeah, she is. Who's gonna be fun, me or Willow? Oh my goodness, my feet feel like ice popsicles. My socks are wet.
Yeah, they got wet earlier.
Yeah.
Over the boat.
Yeah. Willow. Yeah, Willow's gonna be pretty fun. I'm pretty sure she knows how to do the donkey paddle, which I would like to see her swim in the lake. Dad, every time you keep throwing the little ones on top of that big round one, it goes like boink and it goes like and it hits the tree.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my feet. But yeah, it's a rainy day, cloudy and rainy, no snow. But if the rain hits the snow, then the snow will get too watery, and it will melt. It would like get so watery because when snow gets wet, it just gets like a little watery. So then it's gonna be easier for us to move the boat. And when the sun comes out, it can dry the water in the boat. But yeah, my pants are soaked and wet. You need a dry pair of socks there. Yeah. Well, funny story. These socks were already dried, and when I sink, they get wet. And my toes are cold. My toes are frozen.
You can go in if you want to.
No way, Jose. I'm never going in. But I want to stay out here with you. But when we go back in, after all this stuff is done, I can hang them up in the basket, and the fireplace can dry my socks. Then we're probably coming back out here, and I can wear a pair of dry socks. Oh, need some help. Need some hip boats still?
Huh?
Hip boats? Hip boats. I don't okay, so HIT. HIT. Right there.
Oh, hilt boots, yeah.
Hip boots. Still. What are hip boots?
They're the things that me and Mama have. We couldn't find any for you before we came out.
Yeah. I mean, I got those camel ones, but those are way too short. Okay, so
No,
I got...
they're boots that come up to here. And then we got waders too, but they didn't have any your size.
Dad,
when we went.
Dad,
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna go chase some socks. Cause these ones
Well,
are...
they're just going to get wet again. Your shoes are wet.
Like, these ones are hurting my toes very bad.
Okay, you can go in and warm up a little bit if you want.
Okay. But how am I gonna sit on the couch? I need to sit somewhere. And my pants are wet.
Are you coming back out?
Yeah. I just need to sit somewhere.
Sit on your beanbag.
But then my beanbag's gonna go away.
Sit on the floor.
No. I'll sit on my beanbag. Can you try to answer some questions?
I can't read them from up here.
Can you get some closer glasses? Then get our close glasses. Hey Dad, look, I'm going the easy way.
Yeah.
I really?
So I'm moving all the firewood because the tractor implements are buried under snow underneath and they're starting to show. So I didn't realize they were right here. I put firewood.
Oh, here. Hey Dad!
Yeah.
Mom's going potty!
Uh-oh. I need to turn the camera around see if she's seen. Yeah, just coming down, checking out, see if there's any comments. Move us up here to where I can see it a little bit more in case someone does say something. Gotta make a flat spot for a tripod here. I'm gonna have to leave you live on my phone while I charge it. Hopefully add up those hours. Yeah, thank you, Stacy. Thank you for stopping by. I said, I know there's not a lot of people on there, but I figure we can pick up a couple of watched hours. I'll stick on for a few more minutes and then I'll probably get off here since she went in. I don't like the people that go live and do not interact with you. So I don't want to not interact and not answer questions. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. If y'all don't know us or don't know the story or where we're at or how we live, feel free to ask questions. That's what I'm doing too. Folding laundry and working around the house. Figured it all, at least give you some time. Yeah, thank you. I was actually surprised. I thought that the time, like with the live, was pretty much just ever how long we was on. So they take all the time that everyone watches. And like we had like 139 hours of watch time on that live yesterday. And then, I don't know how many people have watched it, but I think it's like a couple of thousand already views on it. So I don't know. I haven't looked to see, but it should be adding up pretty quick. All this stuff's gonna collapse and fall on me. That'd be fun for watching on it. I wasn't sure how that worked. That's great. They can't, yeah. I mean, they take everybody. So it worked out really good. I mean, we was really surprised when we got off and it told us how many hours we had and everything. That was pretty cool. So, figured, doing a little bit of stuff here and there, I can go on and pick up a little bit, and then it goes ahead and gets people out there on YouTube familiar with us and what we're doing, and hopefully it can grow. I know this probably isn't nearly as interesting as the ones on TikTok, but yeah, not as bad as it sounded. We was trying to figure out how we were going to get that many hours to be able to get monetized on here, and it ain't going to be as bad as we thought. Because we had some videos on there and it just seemed like it was going to take forever. In a minute I check and see what Letitia's doing. I think she was going to make bread and some dessert and some other stuff, so depending on how she's feeling, I don't know if she'll feel up to doing the live, since we're doing one tonight at 6 o'clock on TikTok. But we can ask her. Because she would be able to talk a little more and answer a few more questions than I can. In fact, she's on her way back from the outhouse now. Here, let's turn around. Watch her and see if she falls. See if she sinks. Don't sink, they're watching. Yeah, you're far enough away, I don't think they can tell. Have you started the bread and all yet? Do you want to take this in with you? Yeah, I didn't think she would want to. She's not feeling that great today, so said with us doing the live later this evening, I didn't figure she would want to take it in there and be doing it not feeling good, so I said I keep it going a little bit longer here, and y'all feel free to ask some questions. Yeah, it's that time of the month started, and she struggles really bad with it now. She has a lot of, from all of her health issues, the first couple of days are really rough on her. It makes her pretty sick, and she's hurting and all, so I give her a prop. She's in there going at it. She's going to make some bread. We're out of bread, and then she was going to make some sort of a dessert. usually, it's weird. She'd get up feeling bad. She'll start feeling good, probably like around 3, 4 o'clock. She'll start feeling a little better, and she'll be good for a while, and about 8 o'clock she'll start feeling bad again. All this wood up here acting like it's gonna fall on the tripod. Guess I better move it. Prayers for her. Thank you. Thank you, Connie. And Trisha. We are definitely always saying prayers. Prayer works. That's never fun. I'm sure everyone would understand if she needs to cancel tonight. Yes, it does. Yeah, prayer does work. No, we won't cancel. I mean, she wants to do it. She just wants to chill until that time comes. I mean, like I said, usually around 3, 4 o'clock, she'll start feeling real good. It just hits her hard early morning, and then during that time, usually like the first 3 days of that time of the month, she gets hit, and she's only feels good for about 3 to 4 hours a day. And it seems like the older she gets, the worse it gets, and the more pain. But ever since she wound up with the cancer and the surgeries and everything else, it's just gotten so much worse than it used to be. Now she just prays for menopause. She wants it to hurry up and come and be done. We're done having kids. Yeah, this is. I thought it was going to be. I was going to be able to interact a little more. I thought Kira was going to stay out here and answer some questions. But she's already been out here for a while this morning, helping me get the boats dug out and all. And like I said, she got wet doing that. One of the boats was upside down. The other boat was upright, and it was full of water. And she was climbing across one of the seats and slid off into the water and got her feet wet. So I had many issues with it too. Once menopause came, life was good again. Yeah, we're hoping. I said she can't wait for menopause. I mean, understandably. I mean, I can't either. But, some of them are frozen to the ground. So what are y'all up to today? Other than cleaning the house. Like somebody told me a while ago. Anybody doing anything fun, interesting? With it kind of rainy and nasty, I just want to be in the house. We actually said this morning that we weren't going to do nothing. We was just going to snuggle up on the couch and put a movie on. And she's like, well, if I do that, there won't be no bread, won't be no dessert. And I need to get this done because as it rains, the snow melts. And this evening we're supposed to get a lot of rain. And I do not want the snow melting with all this wood sitting over the tractor implements. I said I've got a couple of them under there that have hydraulic attachments and hoses. And last thing I need is for all this firewood to go down on that, break the hydraulic attachments, and figure I might as well get it all moved. I just wish I had known that they were there before I did all this. That would have been way better. There's actually some big piles over there, and I thought that's where they were because of the way it was mounded up. And then as the snow melted, they started popping through and sticking out from under the firewood. Been to the hospital to visit hubby. He has black lung from working in the mines. 32 and a half years. If he gets any signs of a cold, he goes to his lung. He got pneumonia again. Was admitted last night. Oh, I'm sorry. We will definitely keep him in our prayers, Connie. That's not good. Yeah. Back in those days when he started, there wasn't all the safety stuff and all to protect the people, but then again, we have it now, and I don't never use any of it, and I'm sure I'll be dealing with it. I mean, I've always worked construction and my whole life, other than when I was in the military, but even there doing things, you never know. I mean, always dealing with stuff like asbestos and sheetrock dust and concrete dust and from cutting concrete and you definitely gotta watch yourself. I know the mines are really bad on the lungs. Everybody I've ever known that have worked mines have some sort of lung issues. Even wearing protection and stuff. Oh, good afternoon, Janet. We're moving firewood today. Had a pile of firewood here, and as the snow was melting, I realized that all of my implements for the tractor are underneath the firewood because they're starting to pop through. So I got to move it all before the snow melts and all the firewood is sitting on the attachments. Because a couple of them have hydraulics and don't want it busting the hydraulic lines. So figure while we're out here, I go live and talk to y'all for a little bit and pick up a couple of the watch hours we needed. Yeah, it's always something, especially moving out here in middle of January with already 5 to 6 feet of snow on the ground when we got here, not knowing where anything was before we bought the place. So, finding a lot of stuff as the snow melts, and some of it ain't in a good spot. And most of the time it's there. Yeah. Are you loading that onto a freight sled? I may miss part. No, I'm just moving it. I brought all of this, went out, collected firewood, brought it all and piled it here just to this side of the generator building because I was told that the tractor implements were behind the generator building. So there was some mounds out here, and I thought that was from the snow mounding up over the implements. Well, as the snow started melting, the implements wasn't showing behind there, and they're showing under the wood pile. So there's one that's like half under it. There's another one that I can see in a part of the attachment sticking up through the wood, and I am assuming the rest of them are probably under here. So I'm having to move all this so that when the snow melts, it don't damage them. Because they're actually, I'm going to build a wood shed right here. So I'm throwing it over here so I can split everything, then put it into the wood shed. Oh, hello, Anti-Disney King. It was nice having you on yesterday. So I'm just trying to get all this moved and out of the way so it don't destroy the attachments that I need desperately to get things accomplished around here. Which right now I should be out in the woods collecting more firewood instead of moving this again for the second time, and then I have to split it and move it a third time. Yeah, makes sense. Would have made a lot more sense if I had have known where they were and didn't pile them there. But, you know, apparently I like doing things 2 or 3 times. Because that's the way it usually works. Everything you do 2 or 3 times. Especially living in a small house. So like, as I was working, doing the water and solar and all, we would just have to move things around 2 or 3, 4 times to make room to be able to do what I had to do. Because, you know, it's winter and you can't just throw everything outside. Murphy's Law. Yeah. Yeah, it'd totally be nice next year. Know where everything is, and I will have stuff set up. I mean, like the boats, I will not just have them setting out. I will build hangars for them and hang them on the side of the barn, so they're out of the way. Same thing like with the dock system and all that. I have a spot for it, and which we got most of it down. We got all the dock itself, but I still got all the attachments, or the anchors and everything to tie it together. They're still up there. I can actually get to them now, so we get it down. Yep. Yep, get it set up the way I want it, which I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I've got a mess out here. I mean, you can see over by the barn all the stuff out that's laying out there. I mean, some of it's tools, some of it, I mean, there's still boxes that were brought out on freight sled when we first moved here. They set everything out. That night we got 3 foot of snow. It's been buried. It's just became uncovered the last couple of weeks. But I have nowhere to put it because I've got to get the barn cleaned out and put a lot of that stuff in our attic, which I've got to build the attic space in the house so that I can take this building and convert it into a chicken coop. So I got to take everything out of it and put it in the barn. So a lot of moving around, and then I got to clear out an area. I think I'm going to use the spot where the tractor is if I can get it moved, and set up a. I've got a small shelter logic for just storing stuff temporarily. So I can get that out. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. I mean, you see over where I cut down the trees and everything, over here there's grass showing. There's already grass down around the building, and over here where the tractor is sitting, and out on the other side of the Argo, there's grass all over there showing. Yeah, apparently whenever you drop a tree, just like over here where I cut all the stuff down and cut the trees down, when a tree falls and then you cut it up, where it hit, that just melts like crazy. It's the craziest thing you ever seen. Within a couple of days, it's like melted down to the ground. Can you move larger things when the snow is gone with the tractor or the Argo? Yeah. The tractor, I actually brought a set of forks with me for the tractor. I bought them before we came here and brought them because I knew there was not a set here, and I was going to be moving some logs and other stuff. So yeah, I do have that. Who's the kid that appears in the background and behind the camera? Oh, that's my daughter Kira. She's 10. She was out here a while ago answering questions, but when we dug out one of the boats, there was another boat over here, and then we dug it out, hauled it with a snow machine across the property and down and onto the lake and tied it up so that when the lake melts, the boat's already there. This boat's still frozen to the ground, so I got to give it a little bit of time to the sun to melt it, even though it's supposed to be raining like I think 8 of the next 12 days, which is really bad because then that means I got to run a generator to charge batteries, and I don't like doing that because I'm already low on fuel. Yeah, so yeah, Kira was out here a while ago reading questions for me and all, but when we was doing the boat, she got her feet wet. One boat was turned upside down. That one is upright, and as the snow was melting, it filled up with water. So she was walking across one of the seats and slipped off and into the water and got her feet wet. It was deeper than her boots. So she went in, her feet were cold. She wanted to go in and warm up a little bit. And usually, I mean, she's on here with us and on the videos. Like I said, we'll be going live on TikTok tonight, 6 o'clock our time. So it's 10 o'clock Eastern time. 6 o'clock Alaska time, if you hadn't guessed from the snow where we're at. Or by the title, the screen name. That's usually a dead giveaway. So what's Letitia doing? That's a good surprise live. Yeah. Letitia's inside making bread right now. She's making bread and some sort of a dessert, snack, or whatever. Those of you that's watched on TikTok, y'all know she's always baking something. Usually, cookies, cake, muffins, something like that she can throw in the couple of cake plates that we got there, and we just snack on them here and there for the next several days until they're all gone. And we ate all the pineapple cake last night, so just making some sort of a treat. Because living out here, we can't just, go to the store and buy snacks. So we make everything, make our snacks from scratch, make our chips from scratch. But she's not feeling too good, so she didn't want to do the live because we're doing one tonight at 6 o'clock on TikTok. So she wanted to just get that stuff done and kind of relax a little bit. So anything interesting going on there with y'all? This would be for the wood stove, wood heater crate. Yeah, we heat with wood stove. So, and this is nowhere close to enough. So, I have to definitely get out in the woods the next few days before I can no longer get out there with the snow machine, because it is so much easier to haul it in on the freight sled with a snow machine than going out there in the summertime. Plus, I don't have to deal with the bugs right now. So that's a good thing. And there's a lot of it out there. I hauled in. Every time I'd go out to do firewood, I'd find some good logs and haul in all my firewood in logs for the sawmill instead of using it for firewood. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5, 6, 27 logs out here that I'm going to use to mill some lumber out of. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that one, Stacy. Yeah, Letitia. She didn't want to go in, but her feet were cold. That kid, love her to death. She would stay out here with me forever. Anything that I'm doing, she wants to be right there with me. No, everything that I have, well, not everything. I think I have 4 or 5 logs that are green. Everything else was from the spruce pine beetle that went through about 3 or 4 years ago and killed everything. Most of that wood is not worth anything other than firewood, but I have found a few. I mean, I've got some that are 21 inches in diameter. I mean, I won't be able to use all of it because the outside of it is kind of dead and poofy, but I'd definitely be able to get some 6x6s out of them for the solar array. Is it starting to snow or rain? It's raining. Yeah. Yeah, it rained the last 2 days. It's raining today. Tomorrow, it's not supposed to rain Sunday, but it's going to be cloudy. And then I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is supposed to rain. Yeah, I got a bunch of logs to make lumber out of. It's just, I won't get a lot out of them like I normally would because of the outer edges. The center of every one of them is really good shape, but the outer edges are getting poofy and starting to rot a little bit, but I will get what I need. And like I said, then that's a catch-22 because I'm going to mill that up and it's not going to last but a few years, so I'm going to have to get some treated material out here this next winter for the solar array and completely rebuild it next summer. So, but that's okay. At least I can get it up and get it going and have all the solar stuff running 100%. And now I just want to get this done so that I can go in and fool with the water heater again. Yeah, good thing I like it. I mean, like I said, do everything 2 or 3 times, but getting out here, I mean, we got out here in January. We didn't get our stuff freighted out until mid-February. I didn't get a freight sled until, I don't know, mid-March. So I literally had 1 month to freight stuff. And in that month, I made 11 freight runs. So, I mean, first year out, I'd never even been on a snow machine till we moved here. And, you know, people were like, oh, yeah, don't be hauling no freight your first year out. You got to learn everything. And I was like, well, I really don't have an option because it costs too much to have people do it for you. So, and I need to learn because I want to do that to make money and do that for people out here. So the only way to learn is to do it. So you jump in and you go. Yeah, well, I'm actually calling them today and they will probably give me a new one, but they give me a code and I won't be able to get it till I go to town. Or I'm going to have a friend in town pick it up, and then if we have a plane bring stuff out in June, then I'm going to have it sent out then. Yeah, we have made a ton of progress since we've been here. I mean, not as much as I want to. I mean, if it wasn't for all the water and the solar issues that we had, there's no telling what I would have been able to get done. I mean, all of this would have been done a long time ago. I wouldn't be doing it now. Then again, I probably still would have thrown it right here, and then they would probably be 3 times as much to move. So, you know, I guess there's always a plus to every downside. Gotta look at the positive. No, so. We're getting through it a little bit. Yeah, not really. We're maybe not even a third of it. Yeah, it's taking a lot longer too because I'm doing this, but I really want the watchtowers going. So I need to, like I said, we're hoping, because we have a really good following on TikTok, we're hoping to pick up here on YouTube and get it going, because you can actually make decent money off YouTube doing videos, whereas TikTok, I mean, the last 2 months we made $10.76, and then last month this past month $10.80. Ooh, go TikTok! But we have a lot of people there. We really enjoy it. I mean, we enjoy talking to the people, you know, answering questions, and because when I was doing this and you research this lifestyle, it was hard to find people that would give you the truth. I mean, people would want to show you all the good, edit their videos, take everything bad out of it, and then you don't have a true sense of what it takes to live this lifestyle. Yeah. I want y'all to know the good and the bad, especially the bad. I mean, because if people want to do this, they need to know what to expect. I mean, luckily, like I said, we did this for 8 years in the mountains of North Carolina, so we knew what it consisted of. I mean, it's different in Alaska, but at least we knew the off-grid lifestyle, and we knew what to expect. So it wasn't just a shock for us, and we started, and it was only 30 minutes from a store, so that worked out good too. But I wonder if you could do a video on TikTok telling everyone in code that you're going live on YouTube. We did that yesterday, and we actually had a good bit of people. I mean, we wound up with, I want to say it was like 130, 140 people on the live, so it worked out good. But this was just a last minute thing. I was like, well, I'm going out to do this. Kira was going to come with me. I was like, well, Kira can sit here and answer questions. Like I said, her feet got cold, and so she went in. But, I mean, we did that, and she went live on TikTok while I was live on YouTube last night to tell everybody to come over. And it was so funny because at the time I think I had like 60 people on the live here on YouTube, and she got on and she was on TikTok for maybe 3 or 4 minutes and hit like 350 people or something. I don't know. It was over 300 people in just a matter of minutes, and I was still sitting at 60. But as soon as she got off live, it started counting up. But of course, everybody didn't come. I didn't get any of my notifications from TikTok all the time. I get your YouTube alerts all the time. Okay, yeah, TikTok's kind of weird. This whole lifestyle, I don't think TikTok likes. Especially, I mean, you can't talk about guns, you can't talk about hunting, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is an everyday part of this life that you cannot show. I mean, when we first got on TikTok, we was on a live and it shut off on us. I was like, what happened? Then we got an email saying that we were banned from TikTok for 28 days. So we sent in a dispute on it. They lowered it to 3 days, but it was because we literally turned and I had a gun rack on the wall and they saw the guns. I screenshot the schedule. Try to pin that schedule on TikTok. Okay. I think I was in the 200 last night. Okay, cool. Yeah, well. Oh, Gabe. Hey, Gabe. Yeah, so we want to do more of the long, and plus with TikTok you can only do the shorter videos. They can't be over 10 minutes. A lot of people get their lives shut down and have no idea why. At least you knew why. Yeah, and then we've been gotten in trouble for hate speech because you say something that's not politically correct. I mean, she'll be like, oh, that's stupid. Oh, hate speech, flagged. Or don't mean any offense by it. whatsoever, or she'll say, "Oh, you're being retarded," or "That's retarded," or something like that. And like I said, no offense to any of that. My sister was mentally handicapped, and I have 3 cousins that are mentally handicapped. So, you know, it's just people take offense to things all the time that when we were a kid, you would just say, there's nothing meant by it. Oh, you mean I got in 200s last night? Yeah. Yeah, we got up there, but and I was actually surprised, but like I said, it was. I mean, you see, there's only 10 people in here now, so that was because she went live and told everybody we was on, and a lot of people came over from TikTok. And we'll do that. We'll continue to do that because every Thursday we'll go live on YouTube, and then if I'm out working and doing something or some projects, I'll hop on for a little while and do stuff like this. Yeah, there's a lot of negative people reporting bullcrap. Yep, there is. I know I was on the live when Tisha got a strike. Yeah, yeah, TikTok is ridiculous. We had never even been on TikTok until we started this, and people was like, "Oh, you should put it on TikTok." Like, why? And then we did. We posted a couple of videos on there. The kids were the main reason. They told us to do it because they were on TikTok. And they was like, "Oh, well, we can watch it and show our friends." And so we did. And TikTok blew up. I mean, it blew up in no time. I was surprised. But, you know, it ain't like during the COVID days when TikTok, everybody made a fortune off TikTok. Now TikTok don't pay nothing. Or at least we don't make nothing. But then again, you know, we're not asking people to go on there and give gifts and all this other stuff. You know, all the gifts that they give, people do it, but we don't ask for it. And apparently that's where you make the money. But, I mean, and doing the battles, I don't even know how to do those. People told us we should start doing those, but I don't even know how it works. We've thought about it just to see what it's all about, but thank you, Janet. I mean, like I said, we try to keep everything real. I can't stand watching the YouTubers that are fake and the people on TikTok where everything's fake and everything's so perfect, and that's not life. That's the problem with our society nowadays is we've gotten to the point to where everything has to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Enjoy your life the way it is. That's the problem. Everybody get on here and they see that, oh, well, this person's on there and they're perfect, and this person's perfect, and this person's perfect. So then they sit there and they feel bad about themselves. Ain't nobody perfect. I like on TikTok because my son was on getting great recipes. He loves to cook. I found a great side on TikTok with great people like you guys. Thank you. Like I said, I just like things real. I don't like the drama. And people do so much drama. Everything's got to be about drama. Everything's got to be perfect. You know, all the reality TV, which isn't reality. I mean, we were actually, when we first got on TikTok, we were approached and asked if we would do a TV show. And I was like, no. Because you create drama. You want to create drama for the show. I was like, I do a TV show, but it's by my rules and what I say. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going over the top. I'm not being stupid. I'm not doing anything fake. So it's not going to make for good TV. And I was like, okay, well, we'll discuss it and we'll contact you back. Guess what? I ain't heard nothing back. Started doing videos. Makeup. I started getting sales. So, that's good. I mean, and that's another thing. If people do the sales and stuff on there or do products, and people have told us to do that or start a TikTok shop, or I mean, we don't know how any of that works. We've talked about it. We've considered it. And, you know, I know you can go on and just have a page where people are going to order. They can order the stuff through you, and it don't cost them anymore, and you get a cut of it. But we just haven't done any of that. Really, we stay so busy that we don't have time to do that, because the only free time that we have, we usually do a live with you guys, and because we would rather sit there and talk to y'all. Right, drama sells. That's what TikTok likes to. Yeah. And I'm not about drama. Most reality shows are scripted anyway. Yeah, they are. And that's what I said. As soon as I told them no, or yes, but by my rules, because I'm not going to fake it. I'm not. And the people that live this lifestyle know it's all fake, because they live it. So you see it on a day-to-day basis, and then they're looked down on. They're horrible people, because I mean, they are. They're just out selling drama. And then you have people that want to live this lifestyle, that fall in love with the TV shows, and then they come out and they fail. And I mean, when we got out here, there was a lot of people like, you're not going to make it. It's like we see people come and go all the time. They watch these TV shows, they come out here, and it's nothing like that, and they fall flat on their face, and they're gone within a year. And this is not a place to do that. I mean, you come out here, you fall on the face, you die. It's not like being back in a town to where you've got something to fall back on, or you can run to the store if you're out of food. I mean, if we run out of food, we got to figure it out. I've got tons of birch trees out here. You can make flour from birch bark, which we will be doing. I mean, there's everything out here. You just got to know how to get it. Love spending time with your family. Yeah, I mean, we love spending time with y'all. I mean, and it's so funny because I am not a people person. I do not like people. I've never liked people. I don't think I've ever had more than one friend my entire life. I don't do people because I don't do drama. And I mean, I've gotten into or dealt with a lot of it. I used to own a nightclub. So I dealt with people and their drama. And, you know, I could play the game, but I didn't care for it. That's why after about a year and a half of owning a nightclub, I hired out a company and to manage and run the nightclub for me, because I got to where I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I've always been that person. You could give me a knife and a gun and just send me off into the woods, never see another human as long as I live, and I'd be okay. Yeah, they do it for the wrong reasons. Yep. You have prepared for this for years. Yeah. I mean, it took us 10 years to get here. But, I mean, that's the thing. You have these people that are, you know, they're selling a TV show. But not only that, they're selling themselves out, because then you're a liar. Everything's fake. I mean, half these people, oh, we live remote, and, you know, they're 15, 20 minutes from town. Yeah. I'm not. Nowhere close. Not a people person, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is a little different. I can communicate with people without having to, no offense, but deal with the people. I mean, we enjoy it. I mean, enjoy this But if I have people here face to face, it's different because then you have the personality, you have the attitude, you have the laziness, and I don't do lazy either. I cannot stand a lazy person, so I can't even stand to be around a lazy person. How'd you end up with Letitia and all of her kids? That's a lot of people. Yeah. So I had the nightclub, and of course, I was recently divorced. Basically, opened a nightclub for the reasons that you would be thinking, and dealt with the younger women and got burnt out on it. And I had been married for 16 years, so I realized the difference between married and single pretty quick. And so I started looking for somebody married. I actually met her online, though, on a free dating site. Thank you, and your family are wonderful people. Thank you. I'm trying to get my husband to do videos about golf. He's an excellent instructor, and he too hates people. Yeah. Yeah. That was another reason I went into running tower cranes, because I was a superintendent with a construction company, and I would go back and forth. I'd go to the tower cranes and kind of get burnt out on it, go back to superintendent. Tower crane, superintendent. So I'd bounce back and forth. But when I would go as a superintendent, I had to deal with so many people, so many lazy people that I really struggled. So I didn't stay on that side very long. And I would go back to a tower crane because then I'm 400 feet up in the air in a little box for 12 to 16 hours a day by myself. It must be a bell thing. Yeah, it must be. Because I know, like I said, I'm one of 13, and all of them are the same way. None of them like people. At least, well, no, most of the girls don't either. That's so funny because Letitia used to be the biggest people person you would ever meet in your life. I mean, she had to be around other people, had to be social and all of that. And when we met, I was not like that. And she was like, you own a nightclub. You're a very social person. I was like, nope. So yeah, she changed because she also got to see people for who they really are. I mean, people that were her lifelong friends would stab her in the back. And, before she didn't have her eyes open and looking for everything. And then when you start seeing it, you open your eyes and you watch everything. So at that point, you see how people's true colors start shining. And she got to the point to where she don't talk to hardly anybody. She's got one friend in Arizona. Matter of fact, Gabe, if he's on here, it's his mother. Were you ever in the military? Yes, I was. I was in the Army. Once you wake up, you start seeing through people. Yeah, you do. Once you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. And then everything stands out to you even more once you see how things work. I mean, same way with pretty much everything else in the world. I mean, once you see what people do and how the lies that are told on a daily basis, not just through friends, but through others, through government. And I was military, So, I mean, which is another reason that we came to this lifestyle, because I don't want to have to depend on people. I depend on myself. I will take care of me. I will take care of my family. I don't want to live in a town. I mean, when COVID hit, we saw how crazy things got. You couldn't even go to Walmart and get toilet paper. So, if something like that happens again, and guess what? Walmart only carries their average supply for 3 days. Something major, a major event happens, everybody rushes in, they wipe Walmart out in a day. Walmart's not getting more food. They're not getting more water. They're not getting toilet paper. They're not getting any supplies. So I want to live this life to where if something like that was to happen, or, you know, another world war or anything, any kind of major event, any kind of disaster, earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, whatever, it don't even affect me. If something happens, I want to go on with my life, deal with my family, deal with my garden, deal with my homestead, and not have to worry about anything. Yeah, I thought so. All my siblings and dad are drill sergeant or military. I stayed a civilian. Yeah, my whole family went Air Force, so I was kind of the black sheep. My dad done 27 years and had a brother that went 22 years, and me and my dad got into it one day, and I told him, I was like, fine, next recruiter that calls me, I'm joining. But I had already told off all the recruiters and told them never to call me again, and I hadn't heard from them like 6 to 8 months. That day, Army recruiter called. I went down the next morning and signed up just to prove a point, because I was stubborn and hard-headed. That's my husband too. He would love to do what you're doing, but we need way too much time. Oh, wait. I'm getting water on my screen and I can't see it. I need way too much time to prepare. Yeah, but here's the thing, start preparing. I mean, like I said, it took us 10 years to get here, but the main reason it took that long was because we had kids from previous marriages. So we had split families, and, you know, because of custody and everything else, we couldn't just up and leave and take all the kids with us. So we had to wait until they were grown and out on their own, doing their own thing. But every day, I mean, you go to the store, buy something you need. I mean, we would go to thrift shops, we'd go to Goodwill, we would go places like that. You don't have to go and buy the new top of the line stuff. Go to Goodwill, buy you some camping stuff, go buy you some cookware, some cast iron. I mean, that's how we got a lot of what we bought and brought out here and prepared. So, I mean, you just do a little bit when you can with what you have, and you build up, and before you know it, you got everything you need and you're ready to go. Then you can go, you can do what you want to do. I mean, and Alaska definitely wasn't our number one option. She loves the ocean. I'm not a huge fan of the ocean, but neither one of us really care for the cold. I tolerate it, but Alaska is truly the last frontier. It's truly one of the last places that's free. I mean, I can do what I want to out here. There's no building and codes. You don't have to pull a permit to get stuff accomplished. You don't have to go through the city and council and all this other stuff, and, you know, all the politics just to build a shed in your backyard or a deck onto your house, or, I mean, even to build a house. You know, so That's one of the many reasons that Alaska happened for us. I mean, Alaska's one of the, and with it being cold, you wouldn't really realize it, but there is so much wild edibles here. Oh. I mean, in the summertime, the way things grow, it's insane. We do have press stuff for STL. My husband made sure of that. Yeah. I mean, but if you come out here in the summer, you can definitely survive. You can survive off the land. I mean, granted, you might be eating enough berries and everything and mushrooms until you're sick of them and never want another one, but you won't die. And if you can plant something, it'll definitely grow. That's what amazes a lot of people. They're like, you can grow a garden in Alaska? It's like, dude, go on and look at world record vegetables, and probably like 70% of them are Alaska because you have so much sunlight here. I mean, the world record pumpkins that they grow, they're like 2,500 pounds. The guy that came in second place last year was from this area. I mean, not like right here, but within 100 miles of us. And he was talking about it, and he said that you could sit there and on average his pumpkin would grow 25 pounds per day, and you could watch it, literally watch it grow. We can have chickens here. The coop has to be so far away from the property line, away from other houses. Oh, got a drop of water on my camera. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get our garden going out here and see. I know the first year I've got to get everything developed, and you know, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. The plants that I've got growing inside, I don't know how well they're going to do. There's a lot of trial and error, and I mean, it's all going to be learning. We didn't have enough stuff to plant in because I was planning on getting more stuff on the last couple runs that didn't happen. So we didn't get our chickens, we didn't get all the pots that we need, and you know, everything that we need. So first year's going to be kind of rough. I know Alaska had great summers. My nephew was stationed there for a while. He used to call me 11 o'clock at night, and he was out going like it was. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, even now it's light out at 11 o'clock. This area, it'll be 2 in the morning. When I came out here to look at property 3.5 years ago, I flew into Anchorage. My flight got in at midnight. I took a taxi, went out to a wooded area, and I had a hammock tent, went out into the woods, hung my tent up. By the time I got everything done, climbed in it to go to bed, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was as bright as could be out. It was crazy. And then like right now, I was up at 5 this morning and it was light out. I mean, it was very similar to what you see now. And like I said, at 11 o'clock tonight, it'll be about like this. It'll be starting to get a little darker, especially since it's cloudy and all. And it's supposed to get even cloudier later today and more rainy. Yeah. Well, I am going to get off of here. It's been over an hour and a half now. Get off here and so I can knock the rest of this out pretty quick because I've got a couple other things I got to get done and running out of time. Sunlight is amazing for the veggies. Yeah, it is. I mean, the vegetables will grow like crazy. Oh. The bad thing about being out here in Alaska right now is the sinking. Because it's, as you can see, every step you take, if you don't have snowshoes on, you're sinking. But there's the wood pile from this side. Still got a lot left to go. But I'm going to take this in. Y'all have a great day. And Stacy, I know you said you was here from TikTok. Hope we see you in a few hours when we do our live on TikTok. And anyone else who is here. Like I said, 6 o'clock Alaska time tonight. We will be on TikTok doing a live. And I think there's the name is Finally Free Alaska. Didn't have enough room for the homestead part. So, yep. See you tonight, Janet. Make sure if your screen name isn't the same, tell me who you are tonight when you get there. That way we'll know. Yes, I had my snowshoes. I left them out there. I took them off earlier.
Hey, Dad.
What, baby?
No, I'm just saying hey.
Okay, Stacy. Yeah, we got your name. Huh?
What you doing?
Oh, what you doing? Oh, you playing?
Yeah.
So Kira is playing with her Polly Pockets. She loves Polly Pockets.
I do.
But I'm going to get off here. Y'all enjoy, and we will see y'all in a few hours. Huh? 10.
What?
I think I hit 12 people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this has been so nice. Look, you see that name?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought it was my ex at first.
That's so funny. Are you his
Kira
baby
did.
mama?
No, it's not. She will be on tonight, and there's her.
Oh, you're Tuna's mermaid. Okay.
Yeah. And then Janet P is also there. So, what you getting ready for?
I'm gonna make cinnamon rolls.
Oh, y'all hear that? She's gonna make cinnamon rolls.
Crap! Now I got witnesses.
I love cinnamon rolls. Yes, all 10,000 people on here saw that.
Mom.
She
I
said
feel
no.
like poop today. I don't want to cook.
She said no. She's not my baby mama. Hey,
Yet?
I take offense to that. She's married.
He's always taking applications.
She's married. She's already taken. The good ones always are.
And
All right, well,
we'll be over on TikTok.
We'll
tonight.
see y'all at 6 o'clock. See y'all later.
Bye.
Goodbye. I gotta take my glove off. I can't turn it off.